welcome once again to Mustache Life Gaming. Today we are starting the Let's Play of Rome 2 Total War with a mod called Roma Invicta. We're going to be playing as the Cimbri, start up here in Denmark. I'd had some other factions suggested to me, but these guys look like the most fun. You know, they've got the Viking units and sort of the whole Viking feel to them. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Our main goal, first off, is going to be uniting Swabia. After that, we're going to see what we can do about getting all of Germany together, or Germania. From there, we'll see how we're feeling about continuing the series. I like to play things all the way through, and hopefully you'll enjoy seeing that, but, well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, and then we'll sack it. And all the stuff on the other side, because we're Vikings. Oh yeah. Okay, so as the Cimbri, we've got a few different bonuses and stuff to consider. To find them. Okay, so we're not really dealing with that in this particular thing yet. It's got bonuses for being at war with other factions and stuff like that, and some penalties to diplomacy, which is fine because we're gonna be doing a lot of fighting right now. We're not gonna be doing a lot of, you know, hugging and telling each other we're bestest buddies. No, we're going to reveal people's hearts by burying axes in their chests. Yay! Okay, so let's get some construction started. Start with, start with some military buildings. We'll not worry about this right now. We've only got a few hundred gold. Mostly right now we just have levy units, and that's fine. You know, this is opening turn, whatnot. Let's look at how the diplomacy is hanging right now. Cheruski are the only people who don't want to murder me right now, which is nice, I suppose. But they're getting there. Got the Frisians here. They definitely don't like me. That's fine. I don't like them either. We're going to take some of that out. Maybe launch some raids into the British Isles eventually. Not sure. Got that. We got our research started because I started this video a couple of times and got interrupted. Okay, enter. Now there's going to be a fair amount of empire management at first, and that's mostly what it's going to be. Generally, I'll try and cut that out, or at least sort of slim it down. You know, because I know mostly what you guys want to see is action. That's how I am when I watch these things. I know it's kind of interesting to see how people build up their empires. There's just not a lot to do that with right now. Also, I think we're going to go with fishermen's huts for the moment, simply because we need food. We're running low, and that gets nasty. Okay, the Caledonians and Brigantes are at war. That's cool. Doesn't really affect me. And oh, also, this is 4 turns per year. You're gonna see that affects a few things. It affects let's see how far your units can move, really, which is fine. I really don't know if the building construction has been balanced for it. The unit construction has been. So when you go in and you play this mod, you'll notice that ships can take up to like 5 turns to build, and some units take a while to build as well. That's part of the mod. It'll work out fine, again, because that's going on a 4 turn per year system. I know a lot of people use things like that. I've seen them use up to like like a 12 turn per year model. That's totally fine with me. Let's get some more domestic stuff going too. Okay, Teutonic Infantry Levy. Some unique units. See, they're going to take 2 turns apiece. That's fine. We can get some clubs. We need clubs, you know. Not the dance kind, the beating people's faces kind. But maybe the dance kind. We'll see how that works out. A little water. Oh, it's winter. It's okay. That'll be done next turn. We'll have plenty of food. Recruit any agents. Yes, we can. Now, one thing I always do, and I'll have to do it next turn, is I always use my agents in my armies. I was never good at using them to actively screw up the, you know, opposing factions. So this ends up being way more beneficial than trying to use them in the campaign at large, for me, anyway. Especially with the champions, so you get really good experienced armies. I've actually managed with armies that have a champion in them to take on much more powerful forces than my own, simply because they have the experience and the ability to counter that really effectively. We're gonna pop her in there for military training. She'll level up, they'll level up, the toaster will level up. I'll shoot the toaster because it's a, you know, Decepticon, and it'll all be a good time. Okay, start getting more food. So once we have this, I can actually just swap this over to that. You know, once we have the bonus that you get for tribal economy, level 1. Which will be really nice. Some more swordsmen. Be fine. Let's balance it out a smidge with some more. Oh, hold on. Oh. Danger zone. For some reason I've got the danger zone stuck in my head. Not that I'm, you know, at odds with that particular thought, but still. 1800 for that. Get us some superior units. We'll get Cimbri Spearmen, Round Shield Swordsmen, Norsemen. I think they're like kind of a militia unit almost. And Teutonic Swordsmen. Excuse me. To get that rolling out. Feel like it's a good idea to just sort of bolster what we have. I've always played like that. Very, very cautiously, just sort of consolidate what I have and then push out. Except for when I play stuff like, oh hell, what is it? Well, Mountain Blade, for one. And Paradox games, like Crusader Kings. Because I always start as a really small faction, so I pick fights with everybody and take all their stuff. And I might do, at some point, a playthrough as them. Probably as Sweden, or like Svithjod or something like that. I can't really pronounce it, but I have to ask my buddy Kevin about that. But it's where the Munso dynasty comes from, like Ragnar Lothbrok, Bjorn Ironside, people like that. Okay, another turn of, well, let's get some spears. Yeah, that'll work. Excuse me. Got a bit of a cold, so I'm kind of sniffing a bit. Kind of had that going around the house this past couple of weeks. Just everybody's been sick, which is fine. Ah!
We will make your homes
War!
Where
men,
enslave your children,
or men and the
your ancestors'
fools are slain. Let's screw some Frisians up. let me tell you. Gotta punch them in the face with our swords. Or really, axes right now. That's fine. Axes work too. Oh, wait, no. Swords. Go swords. Champion, because that unlocks all the good stuff. And what we're doing. Or spears. Always good to have spearmen to hold back your enemies and pin their flanks while you move into the beaten stick guys. What I like to do. I actually really enjoy fighting, kind of like the Romans. Of course, they didn't really do that a lot. They just sort of ground everybody down like bosses. Okay, we'll get one of these. 5 turns, dear Jesus. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Guess this is a getting to know you episode. Once we have this army up and running, we'll be able to go and punch the Frisians in the face. And, actually do some stuff. Oh, supposed to recruit a spy. That's fine. Excuse me. I never use spies. Ever. Like, I try to, and then I forget about them. So I probably will not bother with them very much unless I put them in an army. Okay. Explain to me. Oh. I mean, otherwise they're not much better. I'm looking at this. They're slightly cheaper. Okay. They're slightly worse, but they cost more per turn. I like that. Get some Northmen. They're probably, let me guess. Yeah, they're just a cheap, slightly better version of these guys. There we go. So 4 turns will be up and running. I'm literally just gonna speed through this part. So next turn we will have our army together and we can go punch the Frisians in the face. Hooray, Frisian punching. That's probably where we're going to end the episode. Once we get down here to this border. I know this has been a really, really slow Let's Play episode. So, I'm almost certainly going to put episode 2 up at the same time. That way you guys, if you want to watch a little bit of this, well, you already have watched a bit of this. You're getting to this part. You know, you can kind of get the feel for what's going on, because this has mostly just been me commenting on features and stuff. I suggest, by the way, if you get this mod, Roma Invicta, that you play as Rome. Because there is a lot of cool stuff they did. I almost decided to play as Rome simply because of the new units and mechanics that you see. You know, and they even have the Manubil. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. And crossbows. Okay, well, in that case, we're going to go for these guys. But, you know, you get the crossbows in there. They have some really boss, you know, archers and stuff that can punch heavily armored units. Which is really nice. So, looks like the, who's that? The Nervii have taken out the Frisians, and that's just fine. Let's tell them hello. Eventually we'll kill them. Yeah, we're gonna have to. That's fine.
God.
Oh no, screw off. Well, I think our first victims are going to be the Rugii. And then we're going to hit the Suebi. And the Gutones. Probably the Suebi first. We'll get that nice big settlement or city. And we'll have lots of fun with that. Alright. Well, I can't really think of anything else to say with this episode.
We live for battle. We dream
Okay,
of it.
we're going to
We
war
raise
with the
it as
Cherusci.
others
That's
do
fine.
Goose.
We're gonna mess them up. We're gonna give them a bunch of freedom, I think. Let's see. Yeah. They have a city too. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to take, but whatever. And we can expand our settlement. I'm thinking a little extra money. We don't want to invest too much in this, because reasons. Okay. Well, I think this is going to be the end of this episode. It's probably going to be... Yeah, this is probably going to be a sort of a side thing. I think I'm going to advertise the second episode more, because there's probably going to be more going on. But if you've watched this, I thank you very much for sticking with me through it. And I hope you'll like and subscribe the video. And I will see you next time on the next episode. Thanks.